Well, hey there, and welcome to U.S. History with Lennox. I'm Lennox, and today we are knee-deep in time period 4, which covers the years of 1800 to 1848. In our previous video, we talked about the market revolution and the effect that it had on our economy. Today, we're going to dive in a little deeper with topic 4.6, when we look at the effects of the market revolution on society and culture. Let me remind you what the market revolution was. It was a time period when northern industry was linked with southern and western farms due to the advancement of technology in agriculture, industry, and transportation. With these advancements, we're going to see the rapid rise of industrialization in our country, and with that comes a lot of new opportunity. Our urban areas are going to start to explode in size. Part of that is due to Americans moving to the cities looking for jobs, but a big part of it is due to a wave of immigrants that start to come into our country, predominantly from Ireland and Germany. Now, those coming in from Ireland are looking to escape a potato famine, and they're looking for new opportunities that America presented. Those coming from Germany, well, they were mostly displaced farmers, and they were also escaping failed democratic revolutions that were occurring in their country. They're going to flock to the United States, and they're going to primarily settle in our cities. Now, some will move west and start communities west of the Appalachian Mountains, but like I said, the vast majority stay along the eastern seaboard in our major cities. And when I say there's a lot of immigrants coming, let me just share some numbers with you. In the 1820s, we had about 150,000 immigrants coming into our country. By the 1830s, that number jumped to 600,000. And in the 1840s, we're looking at 1.7 million immigrants coming to America. They're going to provide cheap labor for our factories, and they're also going to start settling in communities throughout the cities. Predominantly, they were Catholic, but there were also other immigrants coming in who practiced Judaism. As a result of that, you are going to see the rise of nativism in our country. Nativists are folks who felt threatened by the immigrants coming to our country, and they use stereotypical depictions of Jewish and Catholic people to diminish them in our society. Nativists, well, they're just going to become a norm in our nation. Another effect of the market revolution is going to be the development of a new social class in our society, and that's going to be the middle class. The middle class was made up primarily of businessmen, shop owners, merchants, and doctors. They are going to have their own set of societal norms, and those norms include things like education and temperance, as well as the Protestant religion. Most of the middle class were Protestants, and they belonged to different denominations, be it Presbyterian or Lutheran or Episcopalian. The big thing is they just weren't Catholic. The other thing the middle class had was a disposable income. They had money to spend. And so we started to see the rise of leisure activities in society, where they would use that money for entertainment, like going to plays or concerts or sporting events. Within the middle class, we're also going to see the rise of the cult of domesticity, the role of women in society. Now, when we talk about the cult of domesticity, it's essentially defined as the idea that a woman's identity can be found in her home. Her purpose is to raise a family and to provide a home life of peace and tranquility for her husband. Now, while this becomes the norm in our society, there are women who are working outside of the home. Not a lot, but still some, and they are finding jobs in the factories. They're usually working 6 days a week, anywhere from 12 to 15 hours a day. One example of this will be the Lowell girls from Lowell, Massachusetts. This is a factory system that employed young farm girls from the New England region. They worked long, excruciating hours, and during their time off, their lives were regulated by their employers to the point of when they could go out, how late they could stay, and how they lived their lives. What we're seeing during this time period is we're seeing the rise of an entirely new way of life in America. And that's what the market revolution did. It completely altered American society during the first half of the 1800s. And it's going to change the direction that we're going. If you have any questions, go ahead and post them in the comments below. Other than that, if you liked what you heard, go ahead and hit subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.